Hello, Digi-destined and Tamers, and welcome back to Digimobs Return to the Digital World, where last time we were working on the Mega Base, and we still are. It has come a long way. I actually don't know if these maps have updated since last time, so we're going to update them real quick. And at the start of each episode, we are going to update each of these, or every time there's significant changes. So right now there's possibly not going to be significant changes, but we're at least going to get the canon done soon. But before we do that, I want to give a big thank you to everyone that has been coming out to watch these videos. Persona 5 Royal on Wednesdays, Digimon Story Hackers Memory on Fridays, and to anyone that is coming out to the month-long streams in October. Because, yeah. Whew. If I'm correct, I might be. I think I'm wrong on when this might go live, but should be coming to an end within the next couple of weeks. But thank you to everyone that is coming out to those streams. You guys are amazing. Now, beyond that, I want to go ahead and, in the first couple of minutes, go ahead and mention the partner for all these videos, Dubby, the Jitterless Energy Drink Company. They've been doing a bunch of stuff with a flag, of course, their metal bottles, their content creator bundles. Everything is good, and a lot of their flavors are great. Honestly, I got a cup of it right now, and that's some of that good Egris Strike. Now, if you use my creator code Raviel Polif, R-A-V, R, ugh, RAVIELPOLLIF, you get 10% off your order. Now, without further ado, let's get back to the Mega Base. We were working on the outside of it, on the outside of the cannon still. Okay, so we've got... a spiral. Getting the base fully built is, of course, top priority, but the second priority is going to be the beacons down this way. And the worst part is we're only just building on the bottom right now. Now, I will say, I think most YouTubers do these in time lapses. Reminder, everyone, I'm not that well versed in some of the other things that others use. One of them being the replay mod. So while I'm not the most well versed, I am still going to try my hardest. With everything. And I know there's not a lot of texturing on these. Like I said, I'm not the best builder. I am attempting to get better by doing bigger builds. And that's mainly due to inspiration from watching people like Mumbo Jumbo and Green. So I am trying to get better at it. Even if most of my builds so far have been kind of basic. Want to hopefully inspire y'all to be able to do some bigger builds of Digimon content besides just pixel art. Because pixel art's great, don't get me wrong. Really? Another set of y'all? sometimes you just gotta go for something more three-dimensional. Like with the Brave Shield last season and this season, the Garuru Cannon build. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I will say last season's was last season. Basically, last time when we built the Gray Shield, it was a lot harder, or the Brave Shield, because we didn't have Project E. So a lot of this we had to go get. So with the amount of black concrete that this is using, this is a lot of gravel and and everything else. Gravel and sand I would have had to have gone and got. Sand wouldn't have been the issue. It's just with the way I do gravel. Yeah, this... I will say I did something very ambitious this time. It is nighttime, so let's take off the helmet and see if we can... Yeah, I still see that section of the cannon under the water. But I'm thinking I'm not going to fill in those barriers. And instead, kind of try to cover that up with the... Garurumon face. I have thought of one way to make this a bit more like the Garuru cannon, is to kind of make an inner circle in here that is the inside of the barrel. I can make it down one or something. But when I do it, I make it essentially a landing platform. I find it funny that it didn't pass. So because hmm, it's bad when I'm pulling a Marcus but with a sword. Let's go ahead and make the outer ring. Well, let's say the ring that's basically that way it's not just a flat black on the top. And in order to get the beacon power down here, I am going to make a unique little thing like it's charging its shot. But I'm still figuring out the dynamics of how I want part of it to look. All right. Last couple, and there. We've got the outer edges of the cannon done. Whew. I will say, for the idea I have for the idea I have for the beacons, we are going to need to go to bedrock down here. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Do we have deep slate that we can use as... And now we're going to do the tried and true sponge method again. Okay. I think about right here works. For the first beacon. And if I remember how beacons work, and I probably don't, but we can always check. We have to have full 4 levels, so the beacon will be right there. So I want to make sure I have at least... Okay, so I still do have my cobbled sponge. Or my cobbled deep slate. Alright, so first layer is... That's the beacon layer. Then a 3x3, a 5x5, then a 7x7, and a 9x9. Probably the first one I'm gonna drop is our mine speed increase haste. That way the rest of these go a little bit faster. There we go. Alright. Now, we're just going to make all of them out of iron. But yeah, it's going to be basically the four cardinal directions, and then 4 pieces around the center pillar that are all going to be basically shooting up beams. Let me grab this beacon back. Oh, when I made the sextuple beacon, did I not make a beacon that strong? I thought I did, but whatever. Alright. So we're going to set up this one as a double haste 2. And that's what I mean, though. Like, it'll be in front of each of those 4 cardinals, and then we'll have 4 in the center going around this pillar. Which, speaking of the pillar, I thought about it before. Oh, okay, so this is equivalent to a dark matter pickaxe. I'm just gonna go get my red matter pickaxe. I'm gonna go get my red matter pickaxe. There it is. Grab my red matter pickaxe. And basically, it's going to be cannons shooting to the sky. And so that we don't get rain while we're doing this, we're going to leave that up on the middle pillar. But yeah, it's going to be the four cardinal directions, basically where the 4 sets of lanterns are. So like here, it'll be right here. Over here, we'll need to get rid of this. And of course, this one piece of concrete, which shows that we have a bit of water. We'll already go have to. There we go. And like I said on the last one, basically, this one would go right here. And then the middle ones will be right here. And that one's going to be a special thing. I'm going to have to do that one But those might be the next plans is just working out. So 1, 2, 3, 7 more beacons. I mean, that's not terrible. I will say it could be a lot worse than 7 more beacons. But, anyways, that is where we will call it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. Stay digital, y'all.